So, honestly, I'm still in awe of what I just watched, but overall, I really enjoyed this episode because we did get a lot, and you'll see what I mean by that if you watch the episode. So, basically, this episode we got to see Erika's jealousy over Umino and etc. And I'll explain, what happened in the episode. So, one of the examples that they gave us was that, when Umino invited Seikawa to, for study day, and the library closed. Instead of going home, Saikawa, she got the good idea of going to this gym, kickboxing gym that she started recently, and she takes Umino and, to help her kickbox and train. And from a guy, it looks like, a date. And, I assume it is a date or whatever, but then you see in the background, you see Erika just there, just walking, and when she spots Umino kind of just having good time with Saikawa, it looks like they're having a date, and I guess it triggers Erika and she gets jealous and, she just drops her bags and, goes home. And it isn't until, Uno also goes home after where Erika springs up and she's like, oh, let's go on a date. And so they go on a date, and one of it was to go on run. And when they stop for a break, Uno asks like, oh, why are we going running? I hate running. I like studying more. And Erika says, oh, I saw you, have your date with Psycho yesterday, so at the gym, so I just assumed that you liked exercise. And hearing this, obviously Umino was surprised that Erika looked at was kind of spying on him, but he was more surprised at the fact because they, in the beginning of their relationship, they agreed, we're gonna be fiancés only in name, so you can, I support you going after Saigawa. I'll go if I want. I'll go be with other guys, but we do our separate things. But now, Erika says, saying it and actually seeing is actually like totally different. Like I might have said that, but I don't really mean it. Like I just want you to be me. That's kind of the assumption I get. But then after Umno kind of tells her, oh, you're feeling jealous, and to this, obviously Erika denies it and she runs back home. And Umno, he decides to try to find the actual definition of jealousy, and for that he needs to go back home and find his dictionary book. And while he's looking for it, he finds a metal box that was sealed or kept secret by his mother. And after finding this, obviously he opens it and he finds a bunch of love letters from his dad to his mom. And his dad explains that in middle school I was pretty much a loser. Like no one liked me. I was just a loser. But your mom, she was pretty much the top girl in our school. Like she was very pretty. She was very smart. She was like the equivalent of what Erika is. So he explains that and he says, even though I got crushed by her every day, like she would reject me, I would still continue on giving her love letters. And slowly over time, I guess she got feelings for him and eventually led up to them starting their own family. So he explains that, and he says, the people that you think about today or something like that, people that you think about is the person that you'll eventually marry in the future, like I was, because I used to think of your mother every day, and now, look, I'm married and I have 2 kids, so it could happen to you. And so Umno comes to this realization that, I have feelings for Saigawa, Erika, and Sachi. And he leaves a text to Erika saying, I don't like you yet. So that's how the episode ends. And one thing that kind of caught my interest, I guess, or question that I had was, it would be very interesting to see how he goes about picking them, because it's obvious that all 3 girls, they have feelings for him. If they know, whether they notice it or not, the feelings are still there. So it will be interesting on how he will choose, because at the same time, he also has feelings for all 3 of them. So that just makes the process of choosing and eliminating them, harder. But yeah, it'll just be very interesting to see that process and to see who he picks at the end. But the other reason that this episode was so special was because it kind of marked the halfway of the anime being done, because this was the 12th episode and it's listed for like 24. So from here on out, we'll get episodes like of him siding with one girl. So like I said, it'll be very interesting to see who he chooses. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed this episode. It was very I guess heart racing or similar to that. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. So please leave a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts and opinions. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.